Welcome back to the channel, y'all, on the field. And guess what we got today? We have the Varsity September 2025 development update. And let me go into it like I usually do. Varsity football is a game being developed by Pyramid Lake and Spear Interactive. As of right now, the game has no release date. So without further ado, let's get right into the September update. First thing that they had was Dynasty. Games now have homecoming and senior night themes generated. So whenever you look at the schedule, you're going to be able to identify what kind of celebration it's going to be at that game. Whether it's going to be homecoming, where teams usually brought in bums so you could beat them up and have that special homecoming game, or if it's something special is senior night. Of course, that is seniors' last home game. The next thing they have, now games also have weather conditions relative to your state and time of year. You can use a slider to set the probability of 0 to 100 of fumbles, 100% for fumbles and drop passes based on the weather. So it looks like they're tying this on earlier. And what I like is what they say in the rest of this. If you set it to 100, every tackle will result in a fumble. And I guess it would be likewise with passes, drop passes also, because slider impact should be very easy to understand. Madden's sliders were real convoluted to where, if you turn it down by, 5.5 or whatever, this is better, 1-to-1 with percentages, so you know what you're going to get. If it's set to 60% of the time, going to fumble. And I hope stats also play into that. Now, looks like the next in pretty much last thing that they had, and I'm going to blow V80 on the end because they had a video tied to this, is gameplay, which we're all focused in on. And they say we are building out the Play Now game flow from framework in October that will let players select from a small assortment of teams on the main menu. So look at that. Okay, so small, maybe 4, maybe 5 teams that you'll be able to play with in 7-on-7. Next is, this leans into our priority of having a fully playable 7-on-7 playtest available this winter for Patreon supporters. Now, let me just set this straight so nobody misinterprets it. This does not mean multiplayer 7-on-7. This is a traditional high school, like camp, 7-on-7 games where it's basically just the defensive backs, the running backs, the wide receivers, no tackling, no hitting. But this will be available to everybody, and I'm going to plug them up here, who is a member of their Patreon and supports at the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior level. And it looks like they are on schedule. So you're going to be able to play it if you're in a Patreon this winter. Now, right here, they have the coverage logic test. And they put out some footage months ago about how DBs look, but in this footage, let me cue it up and play it here. You can kind of see, what's going on with the cover. It looks pretty good. And, the more and more players that you get on the field, the more, I'm not going to say janky, the more kind of convoluted it's going to look. But so far, if I go back and I look at it, nothing too terrible right there. No, it looks actually pretty decent. I'll throw up the DB backpedal and jumping for picks and passes. It's looking very good. I don't think that anybody can say anything about how the quarterback looks in the pocket. Absolutely beautiful QB motion. Maximum needs to take notes. But yeah, that's it for varsity football. And for any and all varsity football news, make sure that you tune in here on the channel. And until next time, I'll see you on the field.